we take these chances of voting for the lesser two evils on the other side, and then we don't know how to come back home. And now we find ourselves in a predicament. We find ourselves with inept leadership in Montgomery. We find ourselves with criminals in Montgomery, and yet the only thing they want to throw on us is Planned Parenthood. Well, I want Planned Parenthood around. I want young folks to have the ability to get health screening. I want them to have the education about their lifestyle. And we need that. We need that in this state. And we need that in this country. We need true leaders. What these guys have done to us over the past 6-7 years is, number one, they just about dismantled public education. That's right. Number two, if you are a public service employee or an educator, you are paying more in insurance premiums now than you're getting in your paycheck every 2 weeks or once a month. And yet there are still educators out there saying, well, I would rather do that than to kill babies. And I'm like, come on, let's get real. Let's get serious. You're not serious about the fact that you want to see poor people to stay poor. You're not serious about the fact that we're trying to help middle-income people grow so we can grow an economy. They cannot be that serious, but they are. They are. When a person puts politics before his family and before God, should not be in office. And Governor Bentley needs to go home. He needs to go home. When you can stand there and your poor little wife sitting there crying in the corner, and you're concerned about, well, folks of Alabama, I still want to be your governor. I'm going to lead you. Folks, that's sad. And that's sad leadership. But that's what's happening in Montgomery. They have passed legislation just to totally dismantle families. By what? By not accepting the Medicaid expansion. We need Medicaid in this state. If we had Medicaid, you would not have a problem with the budget. Right. They have had one regular session, 2 special sessions, and yet they skirted around the issue of the lottery. They never brought it up, but they campaigned on it. And the governor campaigned on it. The governor said, if you bring a lottery bill to me, I will let the people vote. They won't even bring it up. But they'll raise taxes on cigarettes. They'll raise taxes on alcohol. They'll close down driver license division. They'll close down state parks. They don't want you to have anything. Because the governor said, you know, since I'm not going to work for a pay, I don't want the people to work for anything. He wants you to work for zero. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. But he's going to have a rude awakening 3 years from now. Maybe, hopefully sooner than that. But he's going to have a rude awakening. But, I was talking with Etta and Mary and Marie at the table over there. There are 3 ladies who are enjoying retirement. But if we don't change this leadership in Montgomery Jones, if we don't change this leadership in Montgomery Harrison, if we don't change this leadership in Montgomery Laura Hall, if we don't change this leadership in Montgomery Anthony Daniels, we are going to have a problem. Ladies like that won't be able to survive. That's right. Folks, you will not be able to survive if these guys stay in office any longer. That's right. And now they're fleeing like flies. They're fleeing like flies. You know why? Because they have now figured it out that their leader, who passed the storming ethics laws, who tried to get another legislator by the name of Jack Williams to introduce legislation to say that the ethics law that they passed was unethical. Because they got caught in their unethical actions. That's right. And we need to wake up, because these guys are taking advantage of us. You got a local legislator in this area. He wants to be the next Speaker of the House. He may become the next Speaker of the House. I don't know. I hope not. I hope when Hubbard goes off for the indictments that are against him, that he'll take everybody else with him. And then that'll leave good Democrats. Don't be afraid to run for office. Serve your community. Serve your family. Serve God. Serve people and lead them. Lead them. And you can do that. You can do that. You can do that. You have the tenacity to do it. You have the audacity to do it. You have the drive. You got good people serving you in this area. You got good legislators, Laura Hall and Anthony and others, commissioners. They need your help. You gotta work. Folks, if you don't work, you don't get paid. You know the good thing about working? No matter what time you start, everybody gets the same pay. On the Democrat side. On the Republican side, only 2 people get paid. The rest of the people work for nothing. They don't care about immigrants. They don't care about you. They don't care about your children. They only care about themselves and their immediate satisfaction. Paul wrote this letter to the church at Corinth, and he said this, I become weak so that I can gain weak.
That's right.
I become this so I can gain that. I have become all things to all men so that I may win some. But the one doggone thing about it, James Fields will never be a Republican. I may lose a lot, but I will never be a Republican. Folks, it's not in my DNA.
That's right.